Hello, this is the help file video for the total cost of ownership worksheet. You'll see here we started off with the template, and what we've done is we've added more sections overall, and we've also added more categories. So I have my production servers here. I have sandbox servers listed down here, development servers, and these are all individual line items. Rather than try to group them, sometimes you need more sandbox servers than you do training servers, etc. So I decided to break them all out rather than to group them into a non-production category. As of right now, you see everything filled in. That was just for testing purposes and just to give you an idea. Everything updates on the fly. So for instance, if I want to update a production database server, I'll just go in here, change this to 4, and all the numbers will increase. Now notice the price didn't increase, but the extended price did. 10,000 times 4 units plus the 5,000 gives you 45,000. Same with rate. There's help files throughout I built in sunk costs, and what I ended up doing was dividing up the if it was a cost that was going into a certain year, I would divide up the if it didn't start for year 3, I would divide it equally among the 3 years. So the formulas are quite complex, and they vary throughout the entire spreadsheet. Setup is done using the setup here. So I've added a few of these in here, changed up. There were some blanks that we're filling in there for states and type and unit of measure. So those were fixed up. So basically, if you want to use this, you'll just go in here. You'll start in the enrollment, put in your name. That fills in on the total cost of ownership spreadsheet. Put in an abbreviated name. It says here to scroll down for the instructional video, which will be located here after it's embedded. The proposed start date of 2018 and the go live date with the project description. So you start off by using it like that. And then you just go through, and we're going to leave most of these here so you have something to go off of. But ideally, all the data in here will be a template and cleared out. But for this video, I felt it was necessary to put in some data. So at the bottom, these also, once again, these collapse. So if you just want to see the high-level overview of all these sections, I can see here hardware costs, software costs, labor costs, total cost of ownership, direct, indirect, and unfunded. So right now you see direct, indirect, and unfunded are both zeros. That's because in the spreadsheet, none of them are listed as having indirect or unfunded costs. And so if I click on the plus here and I go to the application server, and I'm going to say funding required, and I'm going to say yes. And I'm also going to say that this is an indirect cost. Yes. Now, if we collapse this again and go back down, you'll see that this is now filled in. Both of these sections, now there are no indirect cost or direct or unfunded costs in this example for year 1, but you'll see that they both filled in here. So all this updates on the fly. I verified the formulas. So that's basically how it works. Like I said, we put in help throughout the whole thing. I've worked very hard to make sure that the data is accurate. I probably have about 30 hours into this. Altogether, it's been a lot of work, but it's been very interesting. So that's it. Thank you very much.